Hey, Dipo here, and welcome. We are live. Welcome to another Hangout session where we come here every Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time on 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to connect with you and to share ideas with you that can help you in your network marketing business. And I believe you're in for a treat. This is usually a 30-minute session, and I hope you're watching this live. And if you're not, the question is why aren't you, right? Why aren't you? If you wanna be connecting with us live, send us an email, go to our blog post, and look for where the link is, where a live presentation is going on every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time, or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Savings Time in this case. So I want to welcome you to this hangout. I'm really excited for you just because of what we're going to be sharing. I'm usually joined here by my business partner, Lori Sue, and she's not here at the moment, but I'm hoping she'll be able to join us in this hangout. But we have B for now, so I hope you're happy about that. So just a little bit about myself, and I'm going to share just a little bit about myself, and I hope you can hear me all better. Still, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm gonna plug this in. Maybe it's gonna probably give you a better audio. And I think you're gonna probably appreciate that. So let's do that. Oh. So just a little bit about myself. Well, this is the question I typically ask. What do you find? How do you feel when you find yourself alone, cold, and thousands of miles from everything you've uh, been familiar with? Because that was the situation I found myself in January of 2002, when I left my home country, Nigeria, to come to the US to pursue a better life for myself and for my family. I was on the pursuit of education, right? I was going to school to get so because what we've been told or trained growing up is you have to go to school, get good grades. Um, so at the end of the day, you can end up getting a good job, right? But then what we don't realize is we end up working for 40 years of our lives, working 40 hours a week, and retiring eventually on 40% of what was not even enough in the bank in the first place. But I thought that was the path to wealth. So I mean, it wasn't. So I wasn't questioning. So that's why I was working hard. I mean, shooting for straight A's and all that. I mean, but then it wasn't until I got an email, I believe in 2005, when my mentor told me, he said, Dick, if you wanna be wealthy, if you wanna be great, study great people. And then I looked around, I was like, I don't know any great person around that I can study, right? And that was when he recommended my first book, which began my journey into personal development, right? And the book, if you're wondering, was Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I hope you may have heard of the book, or at least you've read the book. And if not, I implore you to write that down now. Reach that point and go get the book after this training is over, because it will dramatically change your life. I mean, because like I said, this was all that I knew until I came into contact with this kind of information. That's when I realized that there were different kind of information that the rich people were teaching their children that the poor and the middle class were not. That there was a different kind of concept that the rich people were operating on, that the poor and the middle class were not. So that's when I realized that I was on the wrong side of the quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki in his book talked about the quadrant, the four sides of the quadrant, right? The E and the S and the B and the I. And you may be asking or wondering, say, Dico, what does the E and the S and the B and the I side of the quadrant mean? That's why I want you to go pick up the book, because that's going to radically change your life. So I actually realized that I was on the wrong side of the corner. I was actually on the E and the S side of the corner. When I realized, oh my goodness, I needed to make a shift right into where the rich and the successful were, which was the B and the I side. That is, they own their own businesses and they typically invest them in their funds. Um, so but so I went into business, right? I went into real estate, but I failed at it. I went into stock trading, options trading. I mean, spent thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I failed at it. Went into network marketing, was struggling at it. I wasn't making the income in the network marketing. I was struggling at it, but I couldn't quit, right? Because I was told that rich people have their own businesses. So I just had to figure out what how it would work for me. So I just kept on trying, but I was struggling and failing at it until I connected with a mentor that helped me to understand that for you to be successful, you need to number one work on what was in between your ears, right? And also to connect with a system that can help you cut the learning curve down. They can help you cut the learning curve down, and also, uh, you know what? One second, let me check my. Maybe that may be Lori trying to get a hold of me. Okay, I think Lori is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Just hold on. I need to send Lori the link so that she can join us on this hangout. Um, I forgot how to send this link to her. Okay, so I think I did. So I think Lori should be able to join us shortly. Yes, I think I sent her the link. So hopefully we're gonna have Lori join us very very soon. Sorry about that. So continuing on with my story. So you said you had to work on what was between your ears and also to connect with a system that was able to shorten the learning curve for me. And that's when I realized that there are systems out there that can help shorten the learning curve so that you can be able to learn, you can be able to earn even while you're learning. And that's what made the difference for me, right? I mean, I can tell you I've made thousands of dollars, but I tell you this not to impress you, but just to impress upon you that it's possible for you. And what's possible in the world is also possible for you. And to see our income disclaimer, you can visit the income disclaimer page, the income disclaimer information on this page that you're looking at, right? So it's very, very critical that you understand that results do vary. But that's kind of my story, and I hope it really makes a difference for you. Yes. You should do it. Um, okay. So I think Lloyd should be able to join us. Um, yeah, Laura will be able to join us very shortly. So that's kind of my story, and I hope from my story you can tell that I'm just I'm just another person just like you, but the fact that I was willing to go for my dreams was not what made the difference in me. And my question is, and I hope it is, just because you're watching this information, is are you willing to go for your dreams, right? Are you willing to go for your dreams and make the difference in your life, in the life of your family, because you're absolutely worth it. So that's kind of like my story in a nutshell. But you're here to learn the top secret closing strategies, right? That your upline didn't tell you. Like these are probably closing strategies that your upline doesn't even know. So I mean, as a matter of fact, there are closing strategies that I've learned from multi-millionaires, people who have made millions in their business, right? And of course, this is not a guaranteed income for you. I just need to point that out again once again. But we're gonna go right into it. And if Lloyd joins us, I will introduce her we will listen to her and continue. But let's share a few things that we probably talked about in past training, because this is part two. We talked about um, if you want to close, that you need to understand that closing goes beyond what we call the gift of the gab, right? It goes beyond having just a particular script. You know, sometimes some people say, "Hey, Dipo, just give me the script. Give me the script of what works," right? Or it goes beyond just having a particular communication language. It goes beyond that. It's a lot of people have what we call a misconception about closing, right? But let's straighten out here. Uh, People think you have to go pitch your business maybe in Walmart or on a Safeway. On a Safeway. Okay, I think we'll still be able to get Lori here. All right. So a lot of people. A lot of people think you have to go pitch your business in Walmart or in Safeway or just at any grocery stores before people are going to buy. They think they realize that they don't realize the fact that there's a lot more to it. That you have to build a relationship. That you have to uh, pass them through a funnel system, and that you have to engage in some training, right, where you can be able to learn and master the language of communication with your list. But then there's a process. There's a process to closing. There's a process to closing. Right, and that's what I want you to know. First of all, that there's a process. It's 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 what you call having an attraction and a mystery. Having an attraction and a mystery, it has to do with sales mystery. Um, um, so 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 we've talked about the fact that walking around and pitching people about your business is hard, and it's not the most effective way to do it, right? And like you said, there's that misconception that because you thought maybe someone pitched you that way, that's the way it's gonna work. And you can't have that. You can't have that, because that is not a long term effective way for you to be successful in your business. So the question is, how do you close prospects, right? It's about getting the right person. Listen to this. It's about getting the right person at the right process, which is the right part of the sales funnel, right? At the right time in their life where they need it, right? Where they're actually open and looking to your information, and also will want to get on the phone with you at the right time as well too. That is marketing. That is the definition of marketing. Is being able to present your information in a way that connects with the right people at the right time, who are open to your information, and will easily connect with you in order to be able to not just learn from you but also buy from you. So that is really the key to being successful in your business. So, but you find out that there's a whole, and this is the general thing you probably find out, is that there's a whole bunch of people at the wrong time in their business. This is what you find out, is that there's a whole bunch of people. There's a whole bunch of people at the wrong time in their life, at the wrong part of the sale, uh, and that wouldn't work for you in closing. That wouldn't work for you. You see that you'll be trying to force the sale. You'll be trying to close those people who are not open. You'll be trying to you'll be trying to you'll be trying to I'm strong them into buying from you, and you don't have to do that, right? You don't have to do that. Being it involves you uh, attracting people to you, and also running them through part of the sales funnel. So you want to create what we call, pretty much, what this is what it's called attraction marketing. And what does that involve? It involves you sharing ideas, sharing information that can help people with their business. For example, you are here on this hangout, or you are here checking out this information, right? I mean, especially if you're not watching this live, right? I may be doing something else. I may be sleeping. I may be playing with my kids, right? I may be just playing with my family and just doing something else. And you are probably um, finding this video and watching it. That's if you're not watching this live, right? Because if you're watching this live, I'm right here with you. But you might have found this video on a replay. You might have found this information on a replay, and you're seeing this information, and it's making a point to you. You're like, oh wow, okay, all right. Instead of going to pitch people at Walmart, going to people at Safeway, uh, I'm getting some text from Lori. I'm hoping that she'll be able to make it because Lori is an amazing individual. Lori is a wonderful business partner. I'm actually blessed to be working with someone like Lori, and I really hope she can get on this hangout to share golden nuggets with you. But let's go back to our conversation. So it's very, very important that you understand that for closing to be effective, you need to have what we call attraction and sales mystery, right? Attraction and sales mystery. You have to attract people to you by delivering information, solutions, by delivering content that your people are looking for, right? And I don't need to drop names here, right? Well, what are people in all the network marketing all the network marketing companies looking for, right? People in Herbalife, Mary Kay, Avon. I mean, whatever network marketing company you can think of, right? They're looking for what leads and they're looking for sales, right? And you can help them by delivering information, content that can help them, whether it's maybe you want to share training on Facebook marketing, right? That can help them to generate leads. Or maybe you can share some motivational training that can help them get them going. Maybe someone is down in their business, they've not made sales in a while, and they're like, oh man, this stuff is not working for me. But then they can get in contact with your information, with your content, and just spring back up to life and say, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for my dreams. Just like I shared my story with you, right? What if I had quit? What if I had quit along my journey? Where I said I struggled in real estate, in stock trading and options trading, and even in network marketing, right? Before things turned around for me. What if I had quit? So you have a lot to deliver. You have a lot to share. And if you're saying, oh, I don't have I don't know where I can find content, right? There are different places you can find content. Maybe by listening to this kind of information where I'm sharing closing strategies or what you need to know in order for you to close effectively, you can go write a blog about it, right? And people are going to be excited. People are going to know, thank you for sharing that information. If you're telling them, oh wow, if you want to close effectively, you need to be able to attract people to you, and you need to be able to create a sales mystery in your presentation. Wow, that's a salient point that people can begin to work on, right? And if you're looking for something like that can help you, I can when you decide to lock arms with me or to lock arms with Lori, right? Uh, you're gonna get access to that kind of information that can help you. You're gonna get access to that information that can help you. So don't you don't need to worry about that. So let's go right into our conversation. So I have quite a lot of notes here that I want to go to. So we talked about if you want to close effectively, it's about getting the right people right. It's about getting the right people at the right time of their life in front of the right information that can help them, especially when they're open, right, so that they can eventually connect with you and not just learn from you, but also buy from you. That is what closing is. And closing is made in the first part of the process, right? When it opens, right? Not the end. When it opens, when people are open, when they are looking for that information. And that is why, like I said, attraction is key. Attraction is key. Delivering content, delivering value that people are going to benefit from. Right. That is very, very important. So you've got to have a good process set up. That is critical. And for you to just show up and close, for you to show up and close people, that process is going to help you. Right. It'll be easier to sponsor a person in a day if you have that set up, right? Where you attract them to you, especially those that are looking for more information, right? And then to run them through a sales process where they put in your information on your sales capture page, and then when they So Lori just texted me and told me she's having technical difficulties. I really hope Lori can get in the next few minutes. But let's rush some things that's so very critical. So you need to forget about the idea of forcing people through a home meeting. You know those kind of scenarios where you tell people, oh, can you come to my house? I have some things I want to show you. Maybe your friend or maybe your colleague or maybe um, your boss, if you can get your boss to your home, right? Comes to your home and then guess what? You go lock the door and then you roll out the whiteboard and then you start drawing circles and you start showing them. You need to go beyond that, right? You can create an automated system where people can go through the process and also become qualified to talk to you, right? To join with you. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to start going through every single person. Because take for example Walmart, right? If you go to Walmart a lot, there are a lot of people at Walmart. Not a lot of them is looking for your business opportunity. So you can't just go to Walmart and just say, hey, are you interested in a business opportunity? Or who I'm expanding my business base here in this city and I'm looking for key people to talk to about working with me, right? Imagine saying that to a whole lot of people that are not interested in working with you. That's going to drain your energy. So that is why you need to have a system, a process. Well, guess what? We have the famous, the wonderful, and the excellent Laurie finally joining us. Hey, Laurie, I'm so glad you're able to join us. Let me just hand over to you. Just before I hand over to Laurie, I want you to know that Laurie is not just is not just it's not just a business partner of mine. She's a wonderful friend and she's amazing. She's someone you deserve to work with. She's someone you deserve to align yourself with because Laurie is not someone that will give up on you. You know all those leaders out there that say they're there to help you, and then they they, they they quit on you at the end of the day. That is not who Laurie is. Laurie is an amazing leader, someone you deserve to align yourself with. So I am excited. Like I said, I've been texting her, wanting her to get on. So I'm excited that she's here. Hey, Laurie, how are you? Please take it away.
Hey, Dipo, you are so awesome. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good.
I finally grabbed the phone and just said, okay, this is it. Let's see if I can get on and figure it out. So thank you so much. You are awesome. I so appreciate you. Man, this is a call that we are doing a part 2 of because we had so much information to share. And I just have to say, Deepo, you are a guy who's in the trenches. We're not just throwing this information out to you, but we can really relate, and we've been there, and we're in the trenches. And I so appreciate working with you, Deepo, too. And even though we're on different parts of the world, it feels like some days, it's just a pleasure and a joy to get on here and do this hangout. So what have you been sharing with everybody? Catch me up on where we're at.
Absolutely, Laurie. Well, I think we just have a few minutes. So okay, so well, I've actually been going back and just helping people to understand a lot of things that we've gone through. So I don't even know if we might need to do a part 3. What do you think?
So
But
what
but
did
but
you do a part 3?
yeah, just because there are lots of golden nuggets and I wanted people to understand. I was hoping them to understand is that closing is about attraction and creating sales mystery. That I talked about having a sales capture page that you want to bring people to, but then that's after you've built a relationship with them and running them through a process. That you have to go through an automated system rather than just going and pitching everybody at Walmart, for example, and just saying, "Oh, I have a business opportunity that I'm expanding. Are you interested? Are you interested?" And then, I mean, because pretty much not everyone, not a majority are not even interested in what one person is doing. So the question is, they're trying to find out how can you connect with the right people at the right time, uh, and that's why I was introducing that they have to have attraction, right? Delivering the right content that will bring the right people to them, and then running them through a source funnel that that's only after they've gone through a presentation are they qualified to talk to you. Then you can assume the sale. So it's one of a lot of things we've shared last week. But then I wanted to make sure that they get it. So, but you can take it away.
Yeah, I think since our time is really short, we better just go ahead and say have a third one and get it together. Maybe we can, when we're all finished, we can attach all these and make them one. That'd be cool. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Being authentic, having a connection, catching the right person. I mean, you could have people that you're talking to, like, gobs and gobs. But if they're not the right people, they're not the right place in the funnel, and it's not the right timing, you're going to have it's going to be a sad day for you. So, yeah, you're right. And it's going to, I've seen that. I've actually seen that where people are going constantly, making the phone calls, going through the numbers. And, I know, Dipo, I know you feel the same way as me. It just burns you out, and it's just tiring. And there's no reason to chase anyone with with these new ideas, these new methodology. And I believe, actually, we've gone from the information age into the connection age. And so connection is what it's really about. And so that's what we're talking about. So maybe I'd love to do a part 3 and get on and actually spend the half hour with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh no, thank you, Lawyer. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you really joined us at the end, even for the part that you just delivered to us, right? About understanding that you have to be authentic and also create that connection, because that's what people are looking for. They're tired. That's why a lot of people watch a lot of reality shows rather than all those fictional stories, right? People want reality in their lives, and that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm here recovering from cold, right? But then I'm here just because I want to share the information with you, because I'm excited to do that. And Lori's here, just doing whatever she can to be on this hangout, just to share identity, and that's what we do. We take a stand for you. We help you to make that difference in your life, provided you are willing to take a stand for yourself. And I want you to know we believe in you. It's high time for you to make a decision right now, and I think it's high time you're going to ask yourself, right? Are Lori and Dipo the kind of leaders that I believe that I can work with to take my business to the next level, regardless of whatever network marketing company you are in, right? I mean, to learn information, to learn ideas, to get into trainings that can help you to take your own business to the next level. And this is the time where you get to make that decision, right? And to pull out your credit card and just decide to knock out your house, right? To pull out your credit card and click the link below, right? And fill out the safe and secure page. And when you hit the submit button, we're going to be welcoming you to the team. You're going to receive a call from either myself or myself, Lori, or any of our assistants, where we're going to be scheduling that personalized one-on-one coaching session with us, personally with us, right, where we're going to help you navigate the waters and tell you the things that you need to work on, right, or you need to focus on in order to get to the income goal that you want in your business. So, like I said, we are taking a stand for you, and this is the time where you get to make the decision and go for your dreams, right? So, like I said, it's your time. It's your time, and it's time for you to take the action. So we are taking a stand for you and telling you to click the link below and fill out the safe and secure page and hit the submit button, and welcome to the team as you're deciding to do that. On behalf of Lori and myself, we are so excited that, especially for those doing that, filling out the safe and secure page and hitting the submit button. We are so excited to be locking arms and to be working directly with you. And any closing thoughts, Lori?
I say just do it. Start living your dreams. Make the decision now to get in and start living your dream and your purpose. Okay, go for it. Click the button, get in. We'll see you on the inside. And there's an awesome training coming up this Saturday that you could be involved in. I think it's going to continue to be on the Facebook, right? Is it the same? We had some amazing trainings a few weeks ago. Is it Justin that's going to help us again?
I think so. I think that's one maybe.
It's going to be amazing. I mean, even whether it's him or Mike or whether it's one of the other top leaders, they basically hand you what you need to do. It's awesome. It's been incredible. So
Absolutely.
just click the button and get started with Dipo or myself, and let's go.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.